Our band of adventurers, the God's Headache, had recently made their way to the town of Marlon, seeking to find information about the ghosts of the Grasp. Through some investigations and examining a battlefield supposedly from where the ghosts of the Grasp were able to destroy a battalion of lizard folk, you ended up locating a small cave in a forest nearby. There you found out that the ghosts of the Grasps weren't actually ghosts, but survivors from the fortress itself, now waging a small guerrilla war, attempting to hold back the lizard folk, in addition to try and find out the weapon that supposedly destroyed the Grasp itself. Agreeing to keep the ruse going, you all made your journey back to the City of Delcross. Now having a rough idea of where you may want to head, and eventually you get some information about the names that were listed in the notebook that you had found in Pterodon's Crossing so long ago. Now, as we start up on a new day, God's Headache, what do you wish to do?
Well, I'm not really sure. I think we were originally headed out towards we were gonna go east around. Yeah, there's the map.
Yeah, they were going to go to the blood. And
Yeah, east around the Blood Sands. I don't think we were going north. So yeah, because it's easier and quicker that way.
Okay, so we were at was it Delcross?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Where are we going next then?
East.
East then? Okay,
to the blood.
to the Blood Sands then.
Towards the Blood Sands. Yes.
I don't actually think I'm with the group, though.
No, this is in the morning.
Yeah.
So you would have made your way back from the Plain Hunters Guild and, rested.
Eventually.
Unless you spent the night there.
I mean, if there was a spare room, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
The invitation was never offered to you.
Like, get out. Now. Let's see what Kavarti's and Peace like.
Did you find what you were looking for with Nina, Delson?
Yes, and a little more. But yes,
More.
we have some. I had some information finally gotten about this journal
A little more.
and being mentioned in it.
Well, unless anybody needs any additional supplies, we should head out. We've got a bit of a road ahead of us.
Mm-mm.
I suppose so.
That is true.
Yes, let's yeet out. Raya.
Yeet out? Is that some kind of odd term from another world, from your homeland? Or do you hear it from your...
I believe I have heard this term on Naza before. I'm not sure if it means the same thing, though.
Just imagining kids at the Bard College just fucking acting like millennials.
You don't know.
I
I guess let's start heading out.
Yeah.
As you begin to sort of get ready and such, Peach speaks up. I need to stay here.
Why?
It's nothing serious, don't worry. It's just my brother said that he's responding to the letter and I need to wait for it. I can't exactly tell him where we are when we're on the road.
Fair enough.
Will you
If
be
you
able
get
to find us again?
You've
Should
already
we-
said where we're going to be going. We talked about it. You know, go to the
Yes.
Blood Sands, go to Exeter, and then head towards Camp.
Yeah.
So,
Just don't take
I
an
guess.
L, and I'll be able to catch up.
We'll try
Okay.
our hardest without you.
Yeah, but
Indeed.
we'll need to have something else hooked up to the
Yeah.
harness too.
One last speech before you go, then.
You know what? Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Alrighty then. Where's my persuasion? There it is.
Nice.
I gotta roll badly. Not bad.
19.
That was a good one.
Fine, I suppose I can give you a goodbye speech. Well, I guess, you know, despite some people, looks towards Fortune and Delson, getting themselves captured again, it looks like we've ended up finding something that can really help out everyone. You know, so long as we keep this lie up until the Johanians are able to get an army down here, I suppose we've done some good. Even if it did result in two of us nearly getting killed. And for anyone that wants to take it, because I believe there's enough, because she's obviously not going to take her temporary hit points.
Like,
Yeah,
was it
how many
again?
is it?
It
Seems like-
is. I know because you guys have leveled up. It's changed a smidge. So that's all.
Yeah, is it double your level? Is that what it
Was it
was?
7 now, maybe?
I
Just the level.
let me. Yeah, let me.
I don't remember.
I've got a character sheet open. Don't worry, I'll find it. Charisma modifier plus level. Whoa! I accidentally backed out there. One second.
Okay, so that
12 or
Like 11, 12.
11. I don't know what her charisma is.
One second. My web.
We're at 9.
My thing went weird on me. There's a snake in my boot.
Aye.
So yeah, so she's level 7. I think she's got a charisma score of 3. Yeah, I'm back in now anyway, so it'll just...
10 HPs for the day.
How many targets is
yeah,
one?
Big. Time to become beef.
Yeah.
Just give me a second, the damn bleeding thing's loading up now.
I hope the fact I
There
got
we go.
tongues is helpful, but not too broken.
That's probably good for you. 'cause
If you want something that's broken, look no further than Lock. Oh,
Yeah.
it's 4,
I
so
mean-
it's 11 temporary hit points you guys get.
Nice. I mean, understanding any spoken language can get a little, story-wise, can get a little finicky.
Well, I mean, it depends. Unless you're listening in and to every single conversation that's going on.
Okay, now we can take hits.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we get 11 temporary hit points, right?
Yeah.
And that'll only be for the day. So
So...
subtle spells.
hopefully we get jumped.
Honestly, I say that
hope
we're
that.
probably not gonna actually get the benefits of it before the next battle.
Let's see. When is the Ancient Red Dragon showing up? Ah, yes.
Tomorrow.
We just need to
Not today.
We need to get there, and we need to get to this mountain in one day, and then we fight the dragon. It'll be fine.
It's like we're gonna break our backs with exhaustion just so we can keep these 11 HP. Not worth it.
Yeah, so just
Alright,
keep
well-
just to keep in mind, obviously, with the distance, it is several days to get to the Blood Sands.
Yeah, it'll be like a week.
It'll be
probably for us to get
roughly
there.
a week. Yeah, you could maybe cut that down to like 4 days, but you're going to be pushing exhaustion on pretty much every day.
Yeah, I
Let's
know.
just.
I mean,
let's just take our time.
I said the speech.
Normal
just
walk
to-
speed.
I just said the speech for fun, not actually.
I like that. I like that.
It's kind of. She's
Yep.
at this point, like, the party asks for the speech so often. Like, I think at this point, Nemesis would struggle to know if they were actually joking.
Yep. Okay, before we go, I'm actually going to just go and be like, I'm going to get up and I'm going to look at the group. I've got to go do something real quick.
All right, we'll be here waiting for you.
Okay.
Wait, Oriana, you want to ask someone about something, right? Involving magic?
Well, I was trying to ask people about the thing from the grasp thing. Was it was there someone here that knew about it?
Yes, I think we that is a good idea. We should all maybe go and just question Nina about that.
Yeah. So magic wise, there was obviously Nina as a spellcaster would be, knowledgeable in the magical arts, and there was also the academy which you tried to get into, but it was invite or appointment only.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't really have the time to probably do either without trying to do like sneaky inside, but that would be kind of hard to do without preparation to do it. At that point, it'd be faster to just get an appointment.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, let's swing by the Pigeon Palace again, and
You guys get the horses and things ready. We'll meet up with you, okay?
sounds good.
Mm-hmm. I'll just psychically message Yarian. Hey, these guys are gonna come and hook you up. I'll be there soon. Just gotta take care of something real quick.
Sure thing, boss man.
Got it.
Okay, your beast is great. What was his name again?
Yarian.
Yorian. What language did he speak? Did you pick Elf?
Elvish, I believe.
Okay,
Yes.
Elvish.
Yeah. I'll go with Floriana to the Pigeon Palace.
Okay.
All right.
Are there a bunch of pigeons?
It's what they use to communicate. At the top, there's
Yeah.
like a cage where pigeons are kept, and they're messenger pigeons, basically.
Yeah, that's how it got the nickname from us.
You're literally the only person in the entirety of the Plane Hunters that use that nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll take Blazekins for this.
All right. So, you all go your separate ways. Some of you going to the stables, the others going towards the Plane Hunters Guild. So, because they'll be meeting up with those at the stables, we'll just go for the Plane Hunter Guild lot. So, Delson and Floriana, you guys make your way through the winding streets of Delcross to the familiar site of the Plane Hunters Guild.
Yeah.
So the door's closed, but it opens when you push at it, so it's you're able to go in. You can see that Nina is once again behind the desk. Her books are a little bit more cleaned up now, but there are still quite a few scattered around. And she's just there, reading some of the parchment. As you come in, it's like, oh, Delson and no, Drayan, you called yourself, didn't you? Yeah, because you didn't use your actual name. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, Drayan, thou'rt back. You've
Yeah.
Can I help? Was the information I gave you not?
Is she like really nervous?
No, she's not nervous.
Okay.
It's always like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It sounds like it's nervous. I guess. I think it's because I haven't heard her talk.
Yes, the information. It was in fact very helpful. However, my friend here also has a question.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. She places the parchment underneath. Right. What does thou need?
Information like most likely some form of magic kind of weapon, powerful super weapon. That sounds right. That would be like capable of like instantaneously like maybe disintegrating a large area of like a fortress, but not particularly visible. Like you wouldn't have noticed it. The only things that might have forewarned it was the sound of I don't remember what the hell it was.
It was a horn blast.
Horn and
It was
So
kind of
loud,
like
very loud.
an arcane hum and a war horn like mixed together.
yeah.
Yes.
the sound of a horn combined with like the whir of arcane energy. It seemed like the effects were like disintegrate maybe or something similar.
So let me see if I have got this right. You're asking
Huh?
if we have information about
What?
what I assume would be a magical weapon capable of leveling cities.
Maybe not quite that big. Or would it be quite that big? How big is the grasp? It only destroyed like half of it, right, on its own.
It's that she's accurate.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have sometimes a bad idea of scale. Okay.
It's like the grasp is like a castle built into a mountain.
Yeah, the grasp is basically if you took like a major city and turned the entirety of that city into a fortress.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty huge.
It's big
I-
enough to house 20,000
like-
troops.
Yeah, I'm imagining like Helm's Deep sort of situation.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Helm's Deep but bigger. It's more like Minas Tirith size.
Yeah, Minas Tirith is
I kind of have an idea of that. 'Cause I think I remember that's the city that's in the Shadow War that I played a while ago.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
you think Minas Tirith and you've basically got the grasp.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's Minas Tirith.
So yeah, of keep leveling cities. It seemed, but it also happened like quite a while after they heard the horn, but it didn't just happen then. They probably would have been noticed if from that. It happened later.
Are you being subtle at all?
Not really subtle. I'm just asking. Like, why would I be
Okay.
subtle? I'm not trying to be subtle.
Because
Yeah,
it's
but
not supposed.
be-
Yeah,
yeah.
we're supposed to be being subtle because they're not
Yeah.
supposed to like. But
I
anyways,
mean, if she asks why I know, it's like
I'm asking you as Colton because I'm just curious about.
no. If I get asked about why do I know this, it's like when the exact excuse said we went to the grass and we'd found the journal and all I did is like I'm just converting this like what would I say
Okay.
like there was a sound of horns and in some form of whir and then like sometime later just the grass it was
The massive
gone.
flash of
I
light.
don't know why it was,
And
but it just was gone. Like
Hmm.
like that's all I need to say is what was found. It's like okay, now I'm asking this. Why do we know anything like this? Like it's not. I don't need to be subtle about that. Like, I know I have a good excuse.
There is no such. Keep in mind that knowledge on the history of the military side of things is scarce on occasion. As you can imagine, records are written by the victors. In terms of something that can level a city, theoretically during the Pterodont War, they did talk about producing such weapons, but they've never been evidence of weapons like that ever existing. They believe with Celestine, and if the fate of the island of Pterodont itself is anything to go by, it could be possible, but such weapon would be ineffective, expensive, and barbaric, really. Whoever held that weapon would be shunned by not only the entirety of Ansor, but the entirety of Karmora as well.
Not that that's already true. Well, what if it's not just a weapon, but say like a ritual designed? That's maybe why it took a long time to happen. Is there any like large scale magic that is known or no?
In terms of summoning magic, there has been tales of creatures being brought from other planes, but most of them are usually just huge, but not powerful enough to cause the destruction of an entire city. I'd imagine summoning something of that strength would affect more than just that city. It would potentially end the entirety of this plane. It's like if you were to bring one of the gods from beyond the barrier.
And it would require a lot of magic. Not just one person would be able to do that either.
Although it's probably true that it's more than one person anyways, but if you say that something powerful enough to do that would be more noticeable. Well, is it possible you can try to look into it while we're gone? Anyhow.
I can certainly try, but compared to the journal that you provided, you are thou are basically having me start from nothing with nothing.
Yeah.
With your journal, I at least had the names of one of the higher-ranking demons of the Nine Hells, but this is just a powerful magical weapon. There are many tales of powerful magical weapons.
Indeed.
Beyond that, is there, since you are asking of information, does thou have any other things that you wish to know? No, I'm aware
One second.
of this one, and she, oh no, Valif isn't there. I do remember that your friend asked about a location in the Blood Sand.
We know
Yes.
what Bloodsign's location, right? Mm-hmm.
We're actually going to head out toward that area, and then to Exeter.
One second. I'm hearing something odd. I don't know why I'm hearing something. 1 second.
Unfortunately, the news at Exeter is, well, for plane hunters anyway, not the best that we've had. Apparently, the guildmaster there, Tyr, has supposedly taken a leave of absence.
I don't know. Never mind.
I do believe though that that Master Young is there currently taking over for him until he returns.
Oh, I see. That is certainly quite a bit of bad news.
Well, when Master Young spoke with me, he did inform me that it was not something that would be a major concern and is not should not be considered as serious.
Well, that's better news,
Okay.
especially coming from Young.
Right. Well, I must continue with my research and ensuring that what few plane hunters are present here are still accounted for. So I must bid you good day.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you for at least some information. That it was a little bit helpful, I think. Sorry.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll also be like, I'll look at Nina and be like, oh, one more thing. Can I ask you?
Yes.
Floriana, could you step away for a bit?
Okay. How far away? Like outside?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
outside.
I'll go outside.
I'll be right there.
Okay. I'll head outside and then I will. I don't know. I guess I could try seeing if I would listen in. she's just like curious.
Make a perception check if you're gonna try and listen in. Okay. All right. So you start just like you kind of like lean against the door and just listen carefully.
Mhm.
What is it that you need to speak to me about, Drayan?
Nina, about last night. Listen, I know that yes, things were well, but honestly, I kind of just want to ask if it would be all right if I were to just give right for to you while we're away from Delcross. and just continue to just speak and learn more about who you are as a person. Because
You
That's
cut
from-
you were cutting out a bit there a lot. I can't hear you.
okay, I was just asking if it was okay for me to just write her personally, just to learn about her as a person, because quite honestly, you're both lovely in mind and outside, and you seem quite nice too. And I honestly am I honestly really like that. Though, if you do not wish to, I perfectly understand. No pressure.
Thou art a odd fellow, Drayan. You came by, talked about various things that you were into, and about the journal, and now here you are wanting to keep communication.
Yes, I know. I'm very odd. It's a trait that I have, unfortunately.
I would not mind keeping in contact, though knowing individuals like yourselves, I imagine what your purpose is, in which your end purpose, I must refuse on that advancement. I am in my second century, Delson, and will outlive you.
That is understandable.
But as friends, I have no problem.
Honestly, yes, that would be nice to have. Good friend who's honest with me.
Very well. I'm sure I could afford to send one of our messenger pigeons to you whenever you're in a town, or, well, you know where the guild houses are.
That I do.
Just be sure that that your messages are addressed to me by name and not the guild master. I will know it's from yourself then.
I shall make sure to do so. Thank you for this.
I've dropped the Shakespeare stuff for Nina because it's a pain in the ass to remember to keep saying the words.
Yep.
It's a fun quirk every now and then, but it's a pain in the ass half the time.
I can tell.
But for the sake of it, just also so it's easier for you to understand, she does speak in that Shakespearean, like, thou and art and all that stuff.
Yep. Yes.
So was that all, or have you got any extra things to ask?
I wanted also, while I'm here, could I have maybe just a little bit more information on that spell you mentioned before? The one that can change others into a different creature?
Oh, you mean the polymorph spell?
Yes.
Yes, I did notice you had quite an interest in that. It's quite simple, really, and she spends the next about 5 or 10 minutes just explaining how you to channel it about and such.
Mm-hmm. I listen and take that in with a small smile.
Though do keep in mind that you can only use it on you can only turn people into more bestial folk. The spell is not that powerful.
Indeed. It still proved to be very useful, though. Thank you again, and I shall speak to you sometime soon, most likely.
Fairly well, Drayan. He just goes back to reading the parchment.
I shall leave with actually a small smile.
Alright. So, Floriana, you hear like him approach the door and you're able to just like step away for a bit to make it not
You know,
seem
actually,
rude.
once I got to the spell part listing, it's like I just started getting switched to a little bored and waiting because I've been waiting. You said like 10 minutes, like
5-10
okay,
minutes, yeah.
I'm tired of waiting for him because he's learning a new spell.
Alright.
I listened in, but it's like more like whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay, and
kinda
you just
waiting.
head off to the stables, I guess.
So how did it go, Dustin? You kind of spent a long time in there.
Well, I at least now have a friend. And pointers on a new spell.
New spell. Cool.
So it's nice.
Well, I got a little bored while waiting, so here's a flower. She hands you a daffodil.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
I'm actually going to put it in my hat.
Okay. I mean, it might not last that long unless I take a little bit of time to set it. It's a fresh flower.
Yes, it
Damn.
may not last too long unless we were to get it somehow enchanted to last ever more, but we should get back to the group.
If you pick
Indeed.
a flower and cast Gentle Repose on it, does that work?
I mean, technically, a plant is a creature. It's a living
must-
thing.
We need science.
Welcome to D&D Mythbusters. On this episode, can you gentle repose a daffodil?
Dressed as Kronk with goggles on.
Yep.
Where's the errata on it?
All right.
Time to go meet up with the rest
A
of the
corpse.
boys and Raya.
A corpse or
Oh,
other
Raya
remains?
also counts as one of the boys.
Mhm.
Yeah, flowers are remains. Like, I mean, if you pull it, it's dead, and then it's remains.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, I guess so.
So you
yeah.
So you guys make your way to the stables. The rest of you, relatively uneventful. You know, you unhitch the horses outside. You hitch up Diorian to the cart. You leave Hanel there and such. And eventually you are joined by Floriana and Delson.
well, did you get any information?
Hmm.
Fucking loud carts driving by.
The real question is, was Raya hitched up in the meantime?
She resisted all attempts of us hitching her, actually. I have a bruise to prove it.
Did you ask her? Did you try asking her politely and offering alcohol?
That is what prompted me getting kicked. And then she took the alcohol.
I see then. We're going to need something else beside Diorian to...
Don't we have... do we only have the one horse now?
We only have the one horse if you don't include Hanel. You only have
Yeah,
Diorian.
she said not to take Canal.
Well, then I will, I'll be back in a moment. Oh, actually, we're at the stable, so I just go over to the stable master. He's like, may I purchase a horse to pull our cart?
Wait, you're just gonna show up here and be like, hey, buying a horse?
Isn't that what this place is for? Is there somewhere else I should go? I'm sorry if that was rude.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't know where to buy a horse, actually. I don't...
Yeah, we got fucking horse. Yeah, we got fucking horses. How much you want for them?
How much does a horse cost? I have not bought a horse myself.
This is where he says 100 gold,
Drunk.
then.
Drunk midget dad is here.
Hey, shucks.
Drunkle.
Hello, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
though,
didn't
you're late by
miss
like
mu-
15 minutes.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
miss much
no,
because we
sorry.
actually started late. We actually had to start late because my parents are going
Yep.
out, so I had to eat.
All you missed
Fair
was Nelson being friend zoned.
Mhm.
Oh,
Because
nice.
It's a draft horse, right? So
because he would be outlived, apparently.
Well,
Yep, I gave Delson a flower.
we got
Oh.
we got 75 gold for a horse, or you can buy a donkey for 10 gold.
Buy the donkey.
Is the donkey significantly smaller than the other horse?
It's a little bit smaller, but it can but if like compared to like carry to size ratio, it can carry 420 pound compared to a horse, which can carry 480.
How does I go over and just inspect the donkey and like look at it, and I try to telepathically communicate with the donkey?
Okay.
So you just try and speak to it in its head.
Yes.
Do
Okay.
I?
What do you say to it?
Hello, friend. Are you strong and fit?
You just see the donkey like just kind of like look around because
I'm just
hearing a
gonna
voice in
yawn
its
in my
head.
own head.
Yeah.
Um,
All you hear is.
do I have a check I can do to see how reasonable the prices are?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
One moment, guys.
I wonder if I can get a discount
10.
or if it's.
You're not too
Really?
sure. You've never really bought a horse before.
Agreed. I think
I'll take this one. Does he have a name?
Nah. Call him what you want.
I will call you
How about Shrek?
Milo. No, not Shrek. I will call him Milo, and I give the guy 10 gold.
Just pulls it. He just takes a small key, opens one of the stables, and just pulls it out.
I knew a guy named Milo.
Was he a donkey?
No, out of character. Like I knew, it's like Milo's. Milo was the name of one of the people I knew from previous group. He only showed up like 4. He's a Dracus. One of the other viewers from a streamer. His name was Milo.
Ready?
Yep.
Otherwise, I haven't heard of him under Milo actually.
And I take the lead and bring him back to the cart.
Yep.
And hook him up next to Dio.
Alright. You just see Dihorin just like slowly look at this new person.
Donkey just like cross-eyed and tongue sticking out.
They just like stare at each other for a second before just like Dihorin looks at Delson, and Delson, you hear him go, "So what's all this in?"
Well, Nemesis needs to stay behind, and as such, Hanel does too. So this is just a temporary villain.
While we like hook that stuff up, I'll ask Trothnar to like hook the donkey up. Trothnar, could you?
Can I
do
reach
this
the
for me
donkey's
for a moment?
like the donkey's neck actually?
You can just about. You basically have to tiptoe. You'd be on your tiptoes. The donkey's a little bit smaller than the horse, as donkeys are.
Don't take the piss, big man. I can barely reach.
Use That's your own problem, and then I'll start doing my ritual.
This is
And
where I.
And I will ritually cast Speak with Animals instead.
Okay.
What I should
call
do
him,
is.
I call him a
I want-
counting Dwarvish.
I kind of want to cast tongues on him. It's just like he can now understand all of us.
No, that's a waste of a spell.
I know it is. It's a technical spell.
Okay, yeah. So you
And so I will ask if you call him. If you're actually going to do that, I might ask. Well, why? Because I know dwarves. Why do you call him that? Why'd you just call him that?
And I just like angrily growling back in Dwarvish to her because he is one.
What
Alright,
is
yeah.
name?
So while Trafnar is getting the harness and such on, you
Can I roll for like what would be the best roll for trying to put on these
animal handling.
like animal handling? For trying to put the reins on on tippy toes.
Yes. It's still animal handling.
Okay, cool.
You can do disadvantage if you want.
14.
Okay.
I mean, the donkey resists a little bit, but you're able to get everything on him. And around the time they finish putting it on, you finish the ritual for Speak with Animals.
And then I'll go back over to Milo and hello, friend.
He just kind of looks at you for a second. Why ain't you talking in your head?
I don't need to now. Would you prefer if I spoke in your head?
No.
Do you have a name?
I always forget when we do speak with animals. Does he just start speaking animal noises to us, or is it just kind of like he speaks English?
Yeah,
Oh,
how many
God.
people can now
No,
communicate with
it's.
animals?
I think with that, it's more of a case of it's kind of like the Doctor Dolittle kind of way, where it's like speaking
Yeah.
in
Makes sense.
speaking normally, but to everyone else, it's like it's still it's still Val speaking like common, but it seems that the donkey is able to say stuff and vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, did you give me a name?
You'll be called Milo.
Yeah, so that's my name, right?
That's your name.
Right,
We're
got
going
it.
on a trip. This is Dio. I gesture to the
What's that stuff on his
proud-looking
head?
elk next to him. Oh, those are his antlers. He's
What are those?
He's different than you,
I don't like
but
them.
he's interesting. He's Delson's friend. I put to Delson. They we'll keep you safe. Don't worry.
Hopefully.
Okay.
If Dio does anything mean to you, tell me.
This still only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking right now, Balin.
Yep.
Yeah, he's talking. This doesn't take.
I don't need the commentary on everything that's going on. And so I'll get back to you at the end of the day and try to talk to you before we rest.
Drunk dad died.
Right. Oh. Okay. All right.
Oh, he's back.
Like, I go and rustle around in our rations and find some food for him and give him some.
He just like you put it in front of him. He just looks down, looks up at you, and then just.
No.
And I give him some pets and pat his head and scratch his sides and stuff.
What are you doing? He kind of like fidgets a bit when you scratch it.
It's okay, Milo.
That was weird. That felt weird.
I'm weird. Get used to it.
No, but like what? No, like the whole thing where you do with your fingers there, like that was weird.
I do it again.
Yeah, he fidgets a bit, and then once you put your hand away, he says, "Yeah, that was so weird."
I like you, Milo.
Can you do it again?
I do it again.
Yeah. All right. So, you finish all your stuff. Get like all set up on the cart. Before you set off, Delson, you see Diorian just look at Hanel and just go, "See you around, Hanel." There's a 5-second pause before you hear him say, "He can't understand me or hear me," and just sets off.
No, he can't.
All right. So you guys are heading eastward then, yeah?
Yeah,
Sure.
we're going on a trip.
All right.
In our favourite rocket ship.
Flying through the sky. Hold on, my sister's computer back.
All right. So you guys head out through the main gate, since it's the closest, and just go across the outer skirts. As you go by the outer area of the wall, you do see several of the archers are patrolling, just keeping a close eye as you go by. But when it's clear that you're just moving, you're across to the east side, they stop focusing on yourselves and just start looking out to the horizon. As you start heading out, you can see it is a very cloudy day. Just there's dark clouds all over the place. You vaguely hear, far in the distance, just a rumble of thunder again. You're not too sure where the thunder is, it's just because of the distance, but you assume that the cloud is covering a large area. So, for the sake of it, can somebody make a perception check while you make your way eastward?
Okay, I'll do it. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, my roll 20 is being a right piece of poo.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, what's going on now?
They need someone to make a perception check.
It's not. Someone else do
Who
it.
has good perception?
I mean, on paper, you.
I'll do it.
All right.
And roll.
Section of 4. Gotcha. So,
It's better if I had a +7. That's still be horrible.
you begin to make your way eastward through next to the mountain range that separates Platinum Hold from the rest of the continent. For your first day, nothing happens. You're able to settle down, find some shelter, and rest for the night with nothing coming upon your watch. You begin to head out on your second day. And because it's a new day, I will let you re-roll that perception if you want, or someone else can do the re-roll. That's down to you.
I'll do someone else do it. I don't feel like doing it now. That was horrible.
Can I do it?
Sure. Go ahead
it.
and make that a perception check. 19.
Yeah.
Yay. We see
Wow,
stuff.
there's no gay there for her to be distracted by.
All right. So, the second day, you continue on your journey. Nothing seems to jump out here either. The only thing of note is that before where you could only hear the thunder, you can see very far in the distance, you see the signs of lightning in the clouds. But beyond that, you go another day without any encounter. We're on the third day, so you can either keep that perception roll or you can make another roll.
Let's keep that one.
Okay. All right. So, you begin on your third day of travel. After about 4 hours, Fortune, you can see just down the road a few miles away what appear to be several figures standing around near the road.
Guys, we got people up ahead.
Do they look dangerous?
Bad people.
Do they look dangerous?
I'll say make another perception check on this one. 9. You're not too sure.
I don't know. I don't have my glasses.
You wear glasses?
What's glasses?
Occasionally.
Okay.
That
I don't
explains
think
a
I've
lot.
ever seen you wearing glasses before. Are you just blind all the time?
Yeah, mostly. Nemesis is bright enough that you can actually see her. The rest of y'all are just like
Interesting.
Yep.
Hmm.
Let's try to avoid them.
I think
Are they?
let's say hi.
Were they?
Are
Are they
yeah,
just like on the road?
Yeah.
They're not on the road, They're just kind of... You can see, when Fortune points them out, you can see there's a few that are sitting. Most of them are standing and just kind of like walking about, but they're not on the road.
If it's early or late, maybe they just haven't gotten back to traveling. What time is it now?
It's about the afternoon by the time you
Okay.
guys see them.
Let's just continue on. Keep our eyes on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, you continue heading towards them. Eventually, you get close enough that you can get a good look at them. There are about... It's difficult to see because there is some movement in like the tree areas, like not being stealthy kind of, but you can see that there are people, in the trees working on stuff. You count at least 8 individuals. You see that they are armed, but their armor is... It's not Johanian.
Tashi.
They're rather lightly armored, but the armor itself is well made and somewhat like beautifully built. You can see like some of them have got like overlapping leather plate that just kind of make a sort of almost like they tried to make, like layered metal armor, but instead used leather. But you can see there's various patterns and streaks and trimmings on the side of it. As you get close, you can see that the ones that we're seeing down are actually sitting around a large pot with one of them just like stirring into it. As you guys approach, you see the one that's closest to the road just kind of like step back a bit to because he was like on the edge of it. He just steps back, just arms crossed as you guys go by.
What race are they? Mostly human?
They appear human.
Okay. Fair enough.
Would any of us know the kind of armor or where this armor came from?
Raya would.
I don't know. Who?
Okay.
Raya?
Oh, Raya recognizes him.
Yeah.
Raya, you recognize this armor. You've seen it before when you lived in Ariel. This is armor typically used by Ariel soldiers.
Shut your mouth.
Where's Ariel? They're not on this map.
So
It's
you,
down there.
Southeast.
yeah, so you guys
Oh,
are roughly
okay.
here at this point, and Ariel is here.
Okay.
Do I know anybody? Like, I know the armor, but do I know...
You don't recognize any of the individuals, and they don't appear to recognize you.
Are those people aggressive?
Are they what, sorry?
Aggressive? Like, are in that region with those people... Makes sense.
I mean, they're aggressive in the sense that they defend their territory, but the thing is, where you guys are is Johanian territory.
But we are in a state of war. So chances are, if a bunch of random adventurers come near them, they're probably going to kill us first and just pray we're not.
Well,
we're not
you
friends.
guys are literally going right past them at this point.
Oh, fair
Like
enough.
one of them just even stepped away, and you like.
Yeah, they're just like
Yeah.
resting.
How many
as far as
of
I
them
can
are
tell.
there?
There are 8 from. You can see that you can see some movement in some trees behind them.
Can I
Okay.
insight the
No going murder hobo people.
Can I insight the group
Their
around the
armor's
fire
pretty.
that are cooking? I guess basically.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Upon careful examination, yes, indeed, they appear to be intent on cooking this food.
They're just
Did they?
they're just resting.
Okay.
Oh yeah, famous for its sushi.
At least that's
Yeah.
useful. It is sad. Despite how it's stated, it is useful. It's that just means they don't care about us.
Yeah, let's just get
Yeah.
by.
Yeah. The only kind of interaction you get is just as you guys go by. Just the one that was closest just goes, "Afternoon."
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
You guys just
Oh my friend.
continue riding onwards. All right. So
And they were like they look like soldiers, right? It wasn't. Just,
they looked like soldiers. They were definitely they had military. The armor that they were wearing was not something that you would use, like a normal ragtag bunch of adventurers would have. And they're also not in a shitty quality that they'd be bandits. This is well maintained, well made armor.
I wonder how they
Interesting.
did the bandits.
Ah, yes.
Did
they-
Brian mention she's from Ariel? Or is it
I
just-
don't know if she mentioned where she was from, but all we know about her was that she had a shitty time with the people that taught her, and she killed somebody in a rage.
Okay. I was just gonna ask if she would know why, but if we don't know, if we can't ask her. Okay,
No, I don't think
No.
any of us know that she's from there. So.
fair enough.
Nope.
So, I just want to bring it up then. Well,
Let's
interpreter.
go.
All right. So you continue on for the remainder of the 3rd day. Nothing. So
Okay.
you rest for the night. Next day arrives. Because of that, I'll ask to make another perception check. Just because of the minor
Okay.
distraction that was keep watching these Ariel soldiers in Johanian territory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, armor is
I
so
can
pretty.
do the
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
do it.
No, let's take shakes.
All right.
Sorry. I literally clicked it, like, when you said, no, I'll do...
Yep,
No,
it's like
fine.
too
It
late.
did look better.
That's all right.
Okay, so
Just like, what if they go, no, I can see something! Yeah.
you continue on through for the next day.
So that was the third day, right?
Yeah, so you're on the
So
fourth
first
day
was
now.
having the- Okay.
So you continue onward. At this point now, the sound of thunder is right above you, and about 3 hours in, you start to feel rain on the tops of your heads.
Trickle.
And it builds up more and more until eventually it is absolutely throwing it down.
I will,
Really invest in some umbrellas.
I will make a shape water umbrella. Unfortunately, it's only big enough for myself.
Yep.
Just do the core thing. Nice.
Yep.
Basically, yeah, it's like, I think I did this the last time I rained. It's like, whatever. Shape water.
Do you offer to give Floriana a piggyback ride?
Yes.
Fortune?
How many? I think I forget if I can.
All right. So
I can have 2 of the effects that open at a time. I think, so I can make 2.
Oh, nice.
people
So
have
you could do it to somebody else too.
it.
all
So
right.
do you?
I don't know who's the one who has to guide the cart. I'll put it over them. Isn't that Nelson?
I think
I'm
Delson-
guiding it.
I like to sit next to Delson when like on the
Yep.
side of it. I imagine it's like a carriage.
Oh.
It's Nelson.
Well, it's more like a
Delson
car, but you know,
about
either way,
sitting
it's
on
two.
the
It's two
couch.
side. It's two. Yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to be sitting at the front
Yep.
because it's a
Yep.
2-horse cart.
Do we have, like, I'm guessing because of the rations we have, like, sacks and stuff in the back.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm kind of just slightly, like, half asleep, napping in the back, using one of those as a blanket and, like, cover myself in the rain.
Okay.
Like a tarpaulin.
use
Meanwhile-
the food to cover yourself in the rain. Food gets soaking wet, but you're
Yeah.
like, I'm like,
Ruin
not-
the
No, no, no,
food,
no, no,
save
no,
the
no, no,
body.
You guys are misunderstanding me. I'm saying I'm using the empty sacks that the food used to be in.
oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can see that.
Wait, what about
So
the tiger
that's even better, to be honest.
I'm not saying like, oh my god, it's raining. Quick, grab the pork steak. Come on.
Wait, do we have the frickin' tiger pelt still?
Didn't you bury those with Brutus?
Yeah, I thought we did.
I thought we buried one.
I don't
Or
remember.
while we buried. I thought
Aren't we supposed to be keeping
tigers
track of
with them.
things in the cart?
Yes. That's
Yeah,
what
I
you
don't have like the. I'm not the guy who keeps track of the cart, or else I would. I don't know what the hell's going on in there.
We need to put a new texty shadow thing of just list of things in the cart.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep people knowing what's in the bag behind
for
them.
the sake of it, because of the whole confusion thing, I will say that you don't have the tiger pelts.
Okay.
It's just because we're not too 100% certain, but we do obviously. But obviously, you did mention that you'd buried, a pelt, but we'll just.
I like the idea that when we did that, we like sort of did like a burial thing and like used the rest of the pelts to like wrap him up and stuff.
Mhm.
And so that makes sense. It wouldn't have just been like one.
Yeah, so we'll go with that then. That you used the pelts to bury Brutus.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Let's.
So, you continue traveling on for the rest of the day, with the rain not letting up. So because of that, you guys will need to... I need someone to do a perception check to see if they can find a place for shelter.
Sure.
I'll do this.
Tiny hut.
Okay. Perception.
Hey.
And the world's greatest detective.
15. Okay.
Yeah, not bad. Okay.
So you guys just slow down a bit to try and start looking for a place to find shelter. You do see a handful of trees, and as you look over to the left, Elson, you can see what appears to be a light in the distance.
Go towards the light.
Guys, we found Grandma's house.
Yep, we're going to
Jesus.
Grandma.
Don't go towards the light. You will fall and hurt yourself.
So,
yeah.
Go to Grandma.
how torrential is the rain? Is it like a bloody monsoon out here?
It's typical British rain.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, so
what's the
bad.
frame?
Yeah, let's
Very
I don't
go.
need to say anything else.
Yeah, but one of us is aware of
we
that
need to
consistency.
get inside.
But I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah,
I think
it's
Yeah.
it's not like
Yeah,
raining to the point where you can't see like 5 feet in front of you, but it's like, you know, it's typical like storm rain.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I
raining
get you.
consistently. Everything
It's a
is
storm.
Yeah,
I
Let's
know.
go.
We're all soaked through and chilled to the bone, yeah.
yeah.
I know it's a storm. I don't want to be in it. I'm fine. I got an umbrella and water.
Onward to Grandma.
All right, so you direct the horse and donkey, the elk and donkey, I should say. That sounds like an inn. The elk and donkey.
Yeah, it does actually.
To
Obviously, it's a Yarman.
all right, so,
Absolutely. I think the good ending to this campaign is we all open an inn called the Elk and Donkey.
Really, see now I know how you guys feel about being really sad about the animals dying because I'm super attached to Milo now.
Yeah, exactly.
you're welcome. All right,
I
so
will call him Ricardo Milo, though.
I was gonna call him Bientissimo.
all right, so you move, so you guide the elk and donkey through the more vegetative, because you're technically going partway into this like small forest. It's not visible on there, but it's like you are moving your way through. And eventually, as you get close, you can see it is a very like, it isn't really much of a house. It's more like a shack that's been just roughly put together. You can see that the light was coming from some closed storm blinds, which don't fully close properly. Like, you can see there's gaps at the top and bottom. It is a small building. It is probably no higher than 5 feet tall.
How big is it? Like, is it like? Yeah, how big is it?
It is
Not big, obviously, but like.
yeah. Well, it's 5 feet tall, and having a look around it, it's probably about 6 feet by 8 feet.
Okay.
It's not like
pretty
perfectly square either. It's just like it is literally a case of just like someone's taken whatever they could and like tied and nailed it together. Rather, for whoever built the house, for what they had to work with, in like it looks like it's just stuff they grabbed from outside. It's decently well made.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
But I sort of like stop Delson from doing that. Let me just look inside first, and then
Yeah, one of those. inside.
my eyes go
Dude,
like
but
gold in color. Well, I'm just being safe. I want to use my new abilities.
Okay.
I don't know what he's doing.
are you sure
Oh,
that's
what
not?
is this?
Okay.
That's cool.
And so as an action, my eyes they go like sort of a gold color. They look sort of like the way, I don't know. You guys can't really see what I can see, but I'm imagining it like when Neo's like blinded outside of the Matrix, and everything is weird colors and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I can see through all the walls and see what people are in there and what's going on.
Yep. So you just kind of like you watch as they don't fully vanish. They go like translucent, so that you don't accidentally walk into something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can still see, obviously.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
like the line.
It just goes translucent to the point where you can pretty much clearly see through it. Looking inside, you can see there's various. The inside's actually rather neatly built. You can see there's a chair, what appears to have been carved from a tree trunk, an actual tree trunk as a table, and you can see further into the back there appears to be what looks like a stone fireplace, and kind of like hunched over, just sort of using what appears to be almost like a slab of stone. You can see hunched over some green, just dark green skin, long pointed ears. As he kind of like turn around, as he just like, you see the thing adjust, you can see like dark beady eyes. This is unmistakably a goblin.
It's not,
Well.
not a gremlin.
No. You can see.
No,
you-
that's why he's hiding inside.
Yeah,
'Cause if he's
he-
got wet.
he's wearing a dark brown tattered tunic, but you can no shoes or anything, so you can see like this is clawed feet and such, as he's just there trying to pull what appears to be looks like a rabbit that was being cut onto this stone slab that he's got.
Yeah, looks like it's just a goblin. I don't think we're in danger, but go ahead, Delson. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just want to be safe. Without Nemesis, we're all in a lot more danger now.
Fair enough. I'm sure you just didn't want to try your new
Gee,
ability.
thanks.
I kind of want to try some of mine as well.
I am going to knock on the
That
door.
was Colton speaking, obviously.
Yeah.
I know.
So yeah, so
One
you
wanted
knock
to do
on the
that.
door.
I know, but I wanted to say that like in characters like you just didn't want to try it out. I kind of want to try my stuff.
So
I feel like Voliv probably did also just want to try it, but yes. But anyways.
So the entire door like shakes when you knock it. Valith, because you still got the effect going still.
Yeah, I can still. Yeah.
Yeah, because it lasts for a minute, so you can just see it here. It's like you see it just like stop, just look for shifting the slab to the side. You see he walks. You can see he's walking into what appears to be like this main room. He stops before he reaches underneath a sack of like a small sack and such, and pulls out a very rusted but still what appears to be solid mace. He's just like very slowly approaches, and roughly about this point, your ghostly gaze ends. But around the same time, you guys watch as looking at the door. It does appear to be a normal door, but there is what appears to be some rope in the middle of it, with a bit of the wood like cut out, and you watch as this bit of wood just like pop, falls out. You see a rope attached to it, and as you kind of like look at the hole, you can see a dark, beady black eye just like looking through. Who is it?
We are travelers, and we're just looking for a place to get out of the rain.
Did Voliv actually tell us he saw a goblin? Yeah, he saw a goblin. Yeah, never mind. I'm
Yeah,
not
so
going.
there's a goblin.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I forgot.
Delson.
So he does speak common. That's good.
Yep.
You look like bleeding humans to me.
Not all humans.
I look around us.
Hey.
I don't see any humans. None of us are actually human.
You're tall folk.
Yeah, I mean, you think I'm human. I think I'm the only one who looks human. That
Oh
I
yeah,
mean-
are you?
I
you
look
do
human.
look. You look. Yeah, you look human. Okay.
How tall is this goblin man?
A hobbit hole.
Well, you can't tell because he's on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's basically got a very jury-rigged peephole of just a bit of wood with some rope through it, and he's just poked it out so that you can see there's rope trailing in still, and you can just see the beady black eye.
This building is very tiny. I'm just realizing because like the roof
Yes.
is only 5 feet tall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like I can see way over it.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, we are a bit tall. However, we do not mean any harm.
That's what the last one said.
What exactly happened last time?
None of your fucking business.
Well, fine then.
Yeah, I don't even know how
Yes,
to
we
try
can-
and do persuasion. It's like,
If that's the case, I guess we can go try to find shelter somewhere else.
There's a big tree over there. Go fucking rest there.
I'll look to the tree.
All right, you make a perception check.
we don't mind tree.
You're in a small forest, so you don't know which tree he's specifically referring
He
to.
just points.
Fair enough.
Go into the tree.
He doesn't even point. You just see like Delson just sees his eye like flicker to the left. 20.
Yep.
You look a little bit further away, about 200 or so meters. You can see what appears to be like a large oak tree. You may be able to rest there, but it won't be the most comfortable in the world.
Oh,
This is where I say, can I try to make a house out of ice by just throwing all my ice spells around?
Probably not.
I know.
oh.
Might I ask, why are you here by yourself?
Just stares at you, doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm leaned right down.
Yeah, you just see his eyes squint, but he doesn't say anything.
Valis, stand there, don't patronize him.
I would like to see him in his face. I could pull the roof off of this building if I wanted to.
Don't you dare!
I'm only curious because normally goblins are plentiful and live with each other, and you're here all alone in the forest.
See his eye go down a bit, just look down slightly. Probably just
We have
focuses.
food.
What kind?
I'm going. I think we just have the rations, right?
Yeah.
So nothing super. Yeah. Well, like a loaf of bread.
So you show him the ration, or do you try and poke it through the
I
peephole?
I just show him we have quite a bit of food actually.
Make persuasion check.
I can do that.
Mm-hmm. 17. Looks back before he looks back towards you guys. About a sack of food, and yeah, you can chill it, or
I just look at everybody else questioningly.
I mean, we have plenty of
not
food.
freeze to death, so if you got fire, that'd be quite nice.
Tell you what, sack of food. You get your answer why I'm here, and I'll let you sleep in the stores I've got.
I mean,
Yeah, you got a
that's-
deal, friend.
No
that sounds
funny
like a good
business.
deal.
What'd you say, Valif?
I said no funny business,
Oh, come on, I'm a fucking goblin by myself.
and I just give him yeah, that's why I'm asking look.
Dude, it's
That's
probably... Dude, yeah, it'll be fine. I think it's a good...
That's like saying
Very
dwarves
well.
like shiny rocks, dude.
Yeah. I think, yeah, you got yourself a deal.
I push the. I don't know how big the hole is, but I try to push the bread.
You
through
wouldn't
the
be
hole.
able to push the hole through. It is literally it's small enough that you can only see his eye. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wait
Have
here.
a deal.
Yeah, wait here
Just
then.
give him...
You just watch as he moves away. You see the small bit of rope just start to pull the actual essentially the cap back into place. Yeah. Just give it a second. Walks back. Oh no, you can't see anything. So you just hear some movement before the you see some movement to the side. Because your height, you can see basically where he's coming out. You see somewhere open to the side.
Sorry, I just read Trotner.
Yeah, I just read that as well.
Fucking.
I mean, if it's that small, Trotner, knock yourself out.
Ayo. Get wrecked.
Wow.
Destroyed. Wow.
I needed some
Absolutely.
All right. So after about a minute or two, you watch a door open, and you can see the goblin step. Or Val, you can see it, and any of those that are able to see over 5 feet.
Nope.
You see him walk out carrying a small lantern. You can see he's got a heavy. It's not so much a coat; it's more just some leather hide, just across his head. He's over here.
Yep, let's go follow Mr. Gaba.
Do you have a name, friend?
It's Grubfoot.
What?
Grubfoot?
Yeah.
Grubfoot?
Nice to meet you. My name is Valeth.
Don't care.
This is Nelson, Fortune, and
Yep.
Floriana, and Trotnar, and Raya.
He just said he doesn't care.
Calm it, friend.
Yeah, but Elif doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I even if he said that I don't care, I would continue to list everybody's name.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so he takes you around to the back of the to the little hovel, and you can see that kind of near the actual house itself. You can see there's what appears to be a roughly built wooden trapdoor. You just watch as he like grabs the side of it and just throws it open. Looks pretty cramped, but it's at least bigger than the hovel itself.
The hell? Yeesh.
Yeah, there we go.
Hospitality. What is a flower?
You'll
Slept in worse.
best you're gonna get. 'Cause I don't think any of you tall folk are gonna fit in there, in my place.
Trotnar, it's underground. Won't you like it?
Flowers to say thanks. Jeez.
You do know that you spend your whole life underground too, mate?
I do. And I did. But I
Do you
prefer the
fancy it as
sky.
well?
I'm pretty yeah, this will be good.
Right, I'll take it.
And part of the deal as well was why I'm by myself. It's because you tall folk took everything from me. There. Good night. And he literally just quickly walks back to his house. Like, he obviously, like, grabs a sack and just drags it along, but, you know, the sack of food and just drags it along, but he just says that and then walks back in.
Can I shout this direction? Cheers some help with the sack there, friend.
No!
I get the distinct feeling that he does not like our kind.
What a sad little boy.
Yes, I'm pretty sure anyone would be jaded if they had their everything taken from them.
I agree. Well, Balafut's pen.
Sounds like a Panoa. Crap. It's the
Yep.
thing where I don't know flowers very well, but I decided that she likes picking flowers randomly based on their
Well-
meanings.
It's time to huddle up.
Well, that's a pretty flower.
Have I ever told you about the ancient dwarvish art of spooning?
I don't know if I want to know if that means what I think it means.
Please. Enthrall us, Trotnar.
No, I was joking. I was joking.
Okay. It'll be weird. I feel like it'll be weird.
He called your bluff.
Commit.
You.
Okay, I can give a Campanola.
I'm not sure what
Actually-
Florian is talking about, but she sounds like she's rambling on about flowers.
I'm thinking, like, I decide that because I have this staff of flowers means I can grab any flower, and as flower knowledge, she just will randomly grow flowers
Yep.
as gifts based
I
on
like
their
that.
meanings.
Yep,
So that's why she gave Delson a
daffodil.
It's a flower of unrequited love.
Aw.
The friend zone.
Basically, yes, it is a flower friend zoning.
Alright, so you make your way down
Probably.
into the little storage area. It is cold, it is damp, and it reeks of wet earth. But it is better than having rain falling on your head.
I wonder if I could take the time to just seep all the water out of it and make it not damp anymore.
You probably could, but it would take quite a few casts of your control water or whatever.
That's a cantrip, so I can. As long as it doesn't take more than like an hour, it's probably not that bad.
It would take you an hour to do the entirety of the place, but for like a little area for everyone, even though it will be a cramped fit, you could. And it
Oh.
is cramped. Those of you that are, again, over 5 feet have to like hunch over.
I'll start
I'm gonna
making
stretch
it an
it out.
area. I'll start drying up an area then, because like, I don't want to sleep on the wet ground.
You're kidding.
4 for 3, bitches.
Literally pick shape water because it says I can freeze water with it.
Yeah. So you spend about 20 minutes or so getting an area built, get an area like dried out for everyone to rest. Anyone taking watch, or are you just going to trust that the goblin? Yeah.
Also, is someone going to make a fire?
I'll
Let's see.
take watch.
Can I make? Let's see. Can I make a fire without breathing fire everywhere? No, I cannot.
I mean,
Using magic, no.
you probably could, I'll say
Operation,
you can
please
attempt
make us
it.
fire.
Make an Arcana check if you want to
I'm
try
not going
that.
to do it. I have a tinder box. I have the stuff to make fire normally.
Okay, you start to fire normally.
Yeah. I will keep watch.
All right, make a perception check.
The dumbest reason to use a second level spell.
Yep.
And I will help everybody who does watch because I do not need to sleep now.
Oh yeah,
Also, what the
that you do.
Really?
Also,
In
what
that
the
case,
hell
I
is
shall
going
take-
on?
I shall take advantage with my perception.
I only dream when I want to.
What the hell are we doing about the?
Thank you for your advantage, man.
What are we doing about ventilation down there? Because I'm guessing if it's below ground, we're probably it's going to be suddenly filled with smoke and we're going to die.
I mean, there's still
It's a
the
D&D world.
entrance.
Let's not worry about
There's
it.
still the entryway. There's still the entryway in here,
I
and
like realism. God damn it.
and the top
I
area
understand.
and the top area is
like- it's
mostly
like-
Earth. So
It's like how we live in a medieval. This is like a medieval setting, so technically every single water source should be stupidly polluted and full of evil bacteria.
But also D&D.
Yeah.
magic.
No.
The same
I'm
magic.
bringing logic into it. That
God damn it. Oh no, sorry.
There's a reason that this sort of shit didn't happen in the real world.
yeah.
Fair enough.
The dragons
Also,
all
yeah,
went to
true.
space, man.
Yep.
They just got done with their shit and just flew off.
Yeah. Like magical children talking dragons. It's fine, but non-deadly water. What?
that's
Yeah.
where I draw the goddamn line.
Yeah, but yes, I has done.
What?
I has done my watch.
All right, so you go ahead and finish your watch. Nothing.
Yay.
So is anyone else doing a watch, or I mean, I know Valve doesn't need to sleep anymore, so he could just be like, "Yeah, I'll do the watch for everything."
Yeah, I could just do that for everybody, which is fine.
Yeah.
Everybody would like to sleep.
And technically, that means that you guys would have more time to travel because it's 8 hours instead of 12 to rest.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
That's why I took this. That's part of the reason why I took this, because it's just helpful for everybody.
What benefit is this called? I gotta look it up.
Here it is. I'll just put it in the chat.
Okay.
Aspect of the moon, and it works nicely because I sort of worship moon stuff.
You're really starting to freak out.
And it
Trump,
even
by the way.
specifically
Benefits are
said, and it even says specifically, keeping watch is one of those light activities. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, actually.
It
That's
is.
dope. But also slightly terrifying as well.
It's really creepy, to be honest.
Yep.
Because just like, don't worry, you'll fall asleep. I'll be awake and watching you.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
aren't
Exactly.
it's not as creepy, but I mean, aren't elves supposed to go into a trance where they can
Yeah,
keep
they have
watch?
the similar ability.
Elves
where they
do.
can sleep for 4 hours,
Warforge have like a low power mode.
basically.
Actually,
Hibernate.
I can't wait.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, I actually can't wait for the new book about Eberron, because it's basically
Yeah,
it's basically the Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron, but now made like fully nailed down, including the artists for all.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kinda awesome. And I can
All
look
the
up more
UA
about-
stuff that everybody really loves that isn't actually like canon in any of the books.
Oh, I'm keeping the stuff I've got.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
for sure.
I don't give a shit
I
about
can
the
look up
lore,
more.
but if some things make it easier for me, like the Warforge making stuff, then I'll take that.
Oh, cool. I can look up some more stuff about change them because they're an Eberron race.
Go ahead then, Valif, if you're taking watch, make a perception check. And this will
I
be
never said it
for...
was going to be a good perception.
Nope. Oh god, it's Sam Riegel and that persuasion check all over again. Make it with disadvantage. 0.
You have
Minus-
-2 perception. Are you blind?
Yeah, I do. I have -2 wisdom.
Are you blind?
The night he is.
I'm really oblivious, guys. I don't know if you've noticed.
So, during your light activity, you bring out the Waker and just like have a look at it. Just keep observing the blade.
God
And
damn.
then eventually when
What do
you
you
look
think?
up, you can see light coming in through the top. And then you just realize,
see.
As a daytime?
yes, daytime light.
Okay.
Oh.
Very good.
I was kind of wanting to say, is he just roll a 0 because like he just got bored during watch?
I just got really into reading my Book of Shadows.
Yeah,
No.
it's just like reading
Yeah.
and observing
Yeah.
it, and it's like
Yeah.
just reading,
Just like,
reading,
like-
and wait, is
just
that daytime?
Yeah, exactly. You just went like when you're reading a book before bed, and then suddenly it's like 3 a.m. and you're like, I should have went to bed earlier.
I should have been asleep 5 hours ago. Jeez.
it's like dawn breaks. Unbeknownst to you, all the rest of the party members are currently in a pool of their own blood.
Yeah, how did that happen? Huh.
Yeah, you just look up and there's Grubfoot there with a dagger, just like. No, that's not actually what happens.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
just
like-
stabbing everybody in their sleep, and
Yeah,
I'm
just
like,
like-
I didn't
yeah,
notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like gouging out Troth, and his eyes are going. Oh, don't mind me.
I just imagine
you
freaking-
keep reading your book.
What's going on now?
You all wake up, not in a pool of your blood. None
Oh,
of
shit,
your
I was,
stuff is gone.
Fuck, this is a bad idea. Fuck,
What?
I just totally realized I was supposed to do something before. Delcross, I'm gonna be such a liability. Oh well.
All right.
Just an airhead beefcake. I love it.
I have 10 AC, guys. Have fun with that.
You forgot armor.
I was
didn't
gonna
you?
buy I was gonna buy armor, yeah.
Ah,
God,
dear.
you're such a paper cannon. I love
If
it.
you would allow me to, I would like to do that. But I understand that I don't.
I would say no at this point.
Because it was something that I was really planning on doing last week. Didn't end up playing.
I know, because you did mention that, yeah, but at the same, it's like, sorry.
All right,
Sorry.
I'll have to find somebody on the road or trade or do something. We'll see.
All right. So, you all wake up, and
Oh, thank God.
yep, you are all very much alive. None of your stuff has been taken.
I'm gonna go check on the cart.
Okay, you open up the cart, and you can see the cart's not where it is, but looking a little bit further away, you can see Henel and Milo, not Henel, Diorian and Milo are just kind of there underneath a tree.
Okay.
And Diorian, seeing you, says, "I don't suppose there was space under there for us, were boss man?"
Unfortunately, no.
Got
Figures.
the animals, guys. We're horrible people.
Yeah.
Like Crusaders on campaign would always have their horsemen in their tent with them.
Remind me that next time we're in a town or city, I should probably pick up like a tarp or something in case things like this happen again.
Yeah, we
Well,
really
it
should.
rains.
Yeah.
Who knew that getting stuff? Who knew that traveling results in getting hit by bad weather?
Who would have thought it?
That never happens in D&D. Like, what heroic adventure has rain?
Like weather is cool, but it's just nice
Yep.
to be prepared.
Let's continue onwards.
Yeah, put to sleep.
All right. So as you rehook up the cart and such, it is still cloudy, but not as much.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Okay.
Cat. Why don't you like me, Cat?
Classic Tom speaking to the voices in his head.
That was me, Dad, just saying like, hey, yeah, we're gonna go out and get absolutely pissed drunk.
What time is it for you now?
It is 7:10.
Yep.
My parents are telling me to walk the dog at the most annoying times.
Yeah, either way.
Let's keep.
Yeah.
Let's go forward.
So, just to remind me, because you guys were saying about, what you were going to be doing on the way. So, where is it that you guys are heading specifically?
Up
Where
to
are we going?
I think that our actual end place we want to get to is like up here.
Yeah.
Like this mountain range, I believe, is what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
So you're heading
we're
to that
heading
mountain
over.
range. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're going to those mountains.
Which mountains then?
He's up here
Those ones?
Yeah.
These ones.
I don't remember why we're going here, actually.
because I had a dream once.
Is there a rave happening on these mountains? What's going on?
I guess
Well,
I think I was
If everybody's asking me why we're going here, then well, I think I mentioned before when this happened, but I had a dream and I spoke to my patron room, and there is a place there that is important to him, and apparently a dragon resides there and looms over it.
Dragon was separate.
Was it separate?
The
I thought it
dragon,
was-
the dragon was what Harvey and McGilly said that they saw.
Oh yeah, sorry. I guess I did. Yes, I was wanting to head there for my patron, but we questioned Harvey and McGilly about it, and apparently there was a dragon nearby. So
They indicated
I
that
would like
they
to-
indicated that they spotted the dragon around this area.
okay. Oh, I see. I thought that was close.
That's just
Okay.
why I'm asking, because like I remember them talking
Yep.
about this.
Yeah, there's a dragon on the way there, but it isn't actually my goal.
So you're saying that we ignore the dragon?
As best we can, I suppose.
What kind of dragon
Unless
was
you-
it again?
Unless you fancy fighting it.
I
What kind of
think
dragon?
I think Harvey said that it's most likely a romantic.
It was what? It was white, I believe.
Yes, he said it's most likely a white dragon.
He didn't confirm what dragon it was. There were certain percentages for each dragon type.
Yep.
White was actually low on that percentage.
Hmm.
Black,
Does it have
blue,
white
and
out?
green were the ones that were on a high percentage chance, but he wasn't able
Yeah.
to confirm which one it was.
We at least know it's a dragon of some sort.
It's supposed to be in our current area. Could I make an estimate of what dragon's most likely around here, or about I get the same result?
Without knowing the kind of dragon you're looking at, because they like different environments, it's difficult to ascertain.
Yeah,
Okay, so I just get the same result. Okay.
let's just try not to make the dragon mad.
Mhm.
If we
Let's do our best.
have to speak to it, I'll do the talking.
Why not me?
Oh yeah, you are a dragon, aren't you?
I guess a little bit.
Baby dragon.
It's a little vague. It's my skin's. I guess it's draconic because my skin's a little bit harder. It feels kind of. Actually, a little vague on that. It's a little scaly, but not very noticeable. It does protect me though. So I
Then
think it's
both of
draconic.
us will talk to it.
I have no reason to know specifically why she might know she's draconic because you still. I don't. But that's my best. That's honestly my best assumption that she knows.
Mostly it's him assuming because she's breathed out many elements at this point.
I've done that, but I don't actually have to grab that as a sorcerer spell. I just pick it because I can make ice magic. I can breathe ice magic.
And you forget boldly assuming that Delson is smart.
But yes, so we'll avoid the dragon, and all I know is there's something there, possibly sealed away.
Like a dragon?
No, the dragon is not related. I forgot. But in this mountain, I'm not sure. My room is very confusing at times, but I would like to see what's there at the very least, and if I can help. He seems to be distant from many of his brothers, sisters. Put away.
Okay, so avoid the dragon, get to the place, and then onward back to Exeter.
Yes, then we continue north. If you all do not wish to continue with me on this path, I understand, but I will be going there, and I will be fulfilling what I need to.
We have our
You've helped me-
Okay, bye. See you next week.
You've helped me and grow as a person, and taught me many things about being kind to each other. And I understand if you have further business, but that may be where I stay.
I see then.
I
Well,
hope you
we're
understand.
still going to go with you.
Yeah. Well, if you
Because
decide to
the dragon
stay,
comes,
No, absolutely.
he ain't gonna just let you go out there potentially to your death.
We're all dead, Delson.
Hmm.
Eventually.
I suppose.
Right. Well, anyways, still, we'll go, man.
Let's continue. The sun is shining.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day out.
Mm-hmm.
It is cloudy, but there's sun. The sun is poking through every now and then.
Yeah, Bella still says that. It's beautiful out. It's just like, it looks dreary and shitty. He's like, look.
It was raining the other day. This is a massive improvement over the other day.
Onwards.
Exactly.
Onwards, animal friends.
Lord.
To somewhere else.
You know, like Throthnard, he was eaten by a dragon is better than Throthnard, he pissed himself in a pub, you know?
Yeah. Everyone get on the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Yep.
so you leave Grubfoot's hovel and begin to make your way through
We
towards
say
the...
bye to him before we go.
He doesn't. He probably doesn't care.
Do we? Do we go say bye to him?
Do you?
I'm
I
not.
don't want to get stabbed in the shins, so I'm fine.
You know what? I'll go say hi to him and ask him. Do you know anything about a dragon? Just
So
just ask
you
him.
knock on the
Good
door, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, so you knock on the door. Just like with everyone, you see like a small, what appears just a small bit of wood like get poked out of a string. You look through. What?
Well, we were gonna say bye and thank you for it. Oh, and here's this flower. It's a campanella. It looks like a kind of like Bella-shaped purple flower. It should fit for the hole, right?
Yeah, he just
Okay.
backs away, and then you watch as the clawed thing just like poke out and just drag it in.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a bit of quiet before you just hear.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah, same.
Whatever.
Is that it?
No, I was curious. If you didn't know, there was some kind of a dragon somewhere nearby. I'm not too sure how nearby, but you know, dragons are dragons. They can cover a large area. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Flew over like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
In which direction?
You watch as he just like backs away. He sticks his finger out. You just watch it curves to in a very roughly southeastern direction.
Mhm.
Just pulls his finger
Okay.
back in. Just looks through again.
Did you? Thank you. Did you happen to catch the color?
Can't see color.
Wait. Was it black or white? Or whatever color you could see it. What would it look like to you?
Gray.
Oh, I love it.
That's kind of funny. Okay. Well. Okay. Well.
It's like asking
Either
me
way,
to
thank you for what you've done, and well, enjoy. I guess your time. Bye.
Piss off. And just like pulls.
Okay.
Just watch he pulls the peephole bit back in.
Okay. I'll say that I didn't know. Since I asked about the color, I didn't know they were colorblind, but he said it was gray, so it's not a black dragon. Is about all I got from that.
Right.
It might also not be a white dragon, maybe, just because I feel it looked whiter, not gray.
Yeah, I just had white written down, so
I
for
mean,
some reason, weeks
Yeah.
ago when that happened,
Mhm.
that's what I wrote.
I think it's
So-
because Harvey listed through all the colors, and you guys might have just jotted it down. Like he did say, like white this percent, black this percent, red this percent, etc.
Yeah.
So
Keep going.
so since it's unlikely there's a white dragon nearby, especially since it's not cold, it's probably either red, blue, or green.
Let's hope it's blue. I like blue.
I like blue too, but I'd have to use your time against white.
I don't give a fuck what colour this dragon is as long as it's not trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't see colour.
Let's keep on keeping on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're heading towards the northern part of the Bloodstones here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, I would like someone to make a perception check then.
Who has good eyesight?
I'll do it. Joke.
Misfortune. Oh wait, Gratian, do you want to do?
Dear boy, do it.
Do it now!
Do it.
Ow, 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 ow.
I love how Terminator's in Mortal Kombat now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, look.
Hey, look!
Hey, you get advantage. We're in a forest.
Yeah, I'll say you'd leave in the forest so you do get advantage, yeah. I'll allow it. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah,
from
boy.
a 3 to a 19.
Okay,
400% increase.
so you begin to make your way through towards the northern area of the Blood Sands. You
I'm about to
notice
show you guys something that actually happened.
you make your way through. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that video. Anyway,
Probably too.
you make your way through out of the forest area, and you watch as the ground becomes much flatter outside the mountain range to your left. The trees become a lot more scarce. And you watch as the ground goes from this just regular muddy old dirt to sand. And you watch as the sand's hue changes from the typical yellowish orange color that is normal with sand to a deep crimson red. As you look out towards the far eastern side, you can see some things that are on the ground. Very far away. Gratian only just spots them. They don't appear to be moving. And yeah, they don't appear to be moving, they appear to be low down to the ground.
Oh god, have we found a battlefield? Are we gonna go corpse robbing now?
We can't tell what they are at all.
No, Gratian only just spots them. It's like just at the edge of his vision.
Christian, what do relevant I see?
We should have brought some binoculars.
So expensive.
Someone-
Do you have 1,000 gold sitting around? I don't think so.
Someone throw a rock
I
at it.
actually do. It's a sad thing, though.
Yeah, dude.
I have little expenses.
You try milling glass in the 1400s.
Let's throw a rock at the things on the ground.
I don't know. We can make glass in the Stone Age.
I mean, can you throw rocks several miles away?
No.
I tell
I mean,
Akasha, I summon Akasha in my hand and tell her to fly over and see what. And once she returns, I'll know. But like, I believe, I don't remember exactly how we established it because it is pretty far away. So
Yeah, it's several miles away.
Yeah.
So
I
you
can send her to do that, and then like she could get hurt. But and then when she gets back into range, I think I get like knowledge of it.
I think it's a case of so long as you actually go into the vision before you go out of range.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, that's how they do it on Critical Role.
Yeah.
but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think
That's already
that's
like a special.
yeah. I think that's just. I mean, admittedly I steal a shit ton of stuff from Critical Role.
Yeah.
I'm not denying it, but I think it's that. I think that kind of is less complicated than the whole like, oh, if they go there and I can't see if it comes back and I know kind of deal.
Okay,
And-
then yeah, I'll do that then.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and house rule it now to say we follow Matt Mercer's rules as we follow pretty much every rule. All hail Lord Mercer.
All hail the true Lord and Master.
Okay, so you send out Akasha and just you just kind of like sit back in the car a bit and just be into focus. Akasha flies. She's still a bat, isn't she? Oh no, she's the Raven, isn't she now? He's muted himself.
Sorry, I thought I unmuted myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a raven.
Yeah, she's a Raven. Okay, yeah.
Ah.
So you have her fly over towards the bodies, whatever it is that's moving there. It takes a couple of minutes because it is a few hours away, but eventually, as you approach, you can see it's weird. As you get close, you can see they look almost like slugs, but they're dark crimson red. You see some of them are various sizes. You actually see one or two that are nearly 10 feet long in length and about 4 feet wide. As you get close, you do see that they are moving, but very slowly. So, like, very slowly wiggling to the point where, from a distance, it does look like they're not moving at all. And you can see around them, the sand is less crimson red.
Interesting. I say this to everybody as I notice it.
What is it?
What can we do? Checks, I guess.
Yeah, can I just like make a roll to see if I have any idea what the hell they are?
Make a straight intelligence roll, I'll say.
Sure. It's a big old +0, 13.
13. It's difficult to say. I mean, from the initial looks of them, they just seem like very, very large slugs. Not slugs, very, very large leeches. But you're not too sure on the particulars. You've never seen these before.
They're not very. They're not moving very quickly, so I think we should be safe as long as we keep pace.
You said the sand was a different color around them?
Crimson. So the entire sand area is like a crimson red, but the area around these leeches appears to be less so.
Can I make a check as to why the sand is red?
Make a straight intelligence roll.
Okay, I'm just curious. Might give me an idea.
Isn't that like a history thing too?
So the history thing is
straight-
more
straight
about the
logic.
history of the blood sands itself. You can make a
I
history
just
check if
remember
you
that
want.
being like a. Sure.
Doesn't matter.
I think that I just don't remember what you end up when you told me. It's been a while.
I mean, do you want me to re-roll?
No, it's fine. We'll just see.
Oh, okay. I'm
right. So, with intelligence 14, you're not too sure. Maybe if it's involving a liquid or if they're purifying, you're not too sure. You would assume, and both of you, with your intelligence, would assume, because it's not really one that would be that, the name, the Blood Sands, might have a significance in that name.
Let's just.
If the sand is actually really blood, then it could be the slugs suck blood basically from the sand. But that,
Is
that-
certain kids?
I don't
I
know.
have an idea, but I'm not saying
Because
it.
sand is technically very, 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 very small rocks. Can I do my whole dwarven snow type?
That is pushing it. So no. That is pushing it to the nth degree.
Oh, he does no fun.
I let you guys have plenty of fun. You don't start with me on that, mister.
Well, for now, there's nothing nearby, so let's just, I guess, we're not going into the blood sand, we're just kind of going to a range next to it, right?
Yeah, you're skirting around the edge of it.
So, I guess let's just move onward then, I guess?
Let us continue.
Okay. So, you continue on for the rest of the day until eventually night falls. Now, it is not raining, so you can indeed rest in the open. But it's down to you guys if you're gonna have somebody take watch.
I think we'll have to take watches, because
Yeah.
I'm a little more afraid. I'm hoping that even with 0 perception, that
Yeah,
we'll
I'll
notice the
help
goblin
everybody,
coming in to try to
but
kill us that time.
It is better to just do a normal watch, and then I just will help everyone so they get advantage.
Yeah. Then I shall go with the first watches per usual,
Do we?
and I can. So now I can. Afterwards, I can get my beauty sleep.
Alright, so first watch Okay.
I'll do first watch.
Well, Delson's already done the roll.
Well, Delson already did it.
Oh, you willies. Okay.
All right,
You have the
18.
second one.
You're a Willy.
You take that back.
So, you go ahead and you begin your first watch. It is deathly quiet. Nothing seems to happen.
Yeah.
First watch comes to an end without incident.
Oh.
Alright, so Trafnar, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Yay.
Yay.
I like it when friends help me look at stuff.
You can roll
Wrong.
again for the advantage. Okay, good. 15. Alright. Still deathly quiet. And the watch comes to an end.
As in, deathly quiet.
Yeah, you don't.
So we're all actually dead.
That is what I was saying to Delson.
Maybe the real death was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, the only noticeable thing that happens is that the clouds part, and that's it. Basically, moonlight streams through, making it a little bit easier to see around.
And
Yay.
And Valeth hasn't blinked in about 12 hours.
Yeah, he's just literally just staring at the moon, and then like staring at the moon and then reading his book.
All right, who's taking the third watch then?
I guess I can.
All right, I would like you to make a normal perception roll.
What?
I don't like this thing.
All right,
I really don't like this
I
now.
don't like it.
Valith. As you look up to the moon, your vision appears to shift. Now, because you mentioned this before, would you rather it be, in this chat or the secret chat?
Yeah, in this chat this time.
In this
I
chat.
want it I'll only open this from now on.
All right.
Wait, what?
Okay, so as you look up towards the moon, you watch as their shape seems to shift until eventually, once more, you see the smallest of the moons, the white moon, Pollute, begin to encompass all the other areas. As you look down from the moon, you can see you're no longer with where your friends are. You're in a familiar area, a mountain range. Directly ahead of you, you can see the same glowing white temple that you had seen previously. As you begin to walk forward, your legs moving you by itself, you hear a voice. Why?
I just keep walking.
Why?
Did I do something wrong? Really?
No sound.
Is it coming from anywhere? Or is
It
just
seems to be
like-
coming from all around you.
Okay.
Your legs continue to carry you. You watch as the glow from the temple goes, and eventually you're standing in front of an old stone ruin, what appears to be the top of a stone spire. It is mostly sunken into the ground. You can see a door. Pure white marble, glowing just like the temple itself was.
I walk up and basically try to do what I did in real life and use my ability to see into this through this door.
All right, so you focus on the door itself and try to see through the marble. Remains as it is. You hear the voice again. Cease regret.
I open the door.
You open the door. And you hear the voice once more, this time directly in front of you. Fool. As you step into the darkness, your eyes open and you are once again sitting with your friends. For Floriana, you just seem to watch Valith look up at the moon for several minutes before looking down and closing his eyes. Alright, so.
This doesn't freak you out in any way?
Yeah.
Or...
I was gonna say, perception of 5, I was gonna say I didn't notice him even do that. Like, huh? Like, the lift? Read.
Yeah, you just thought he just nodded off.
It, more or less,
Yeah.
something. It's like, I didn't notice he did anything weird because
Yeah, I
it so
was supposed
badly.
to come in,
Yeah.
stir awake, and sorry, I was dreaming.
I thought you couldn't. I thought you said something about not being able to sleep or something.
I don't sleep. I only dream.
Well, I didn't notice anything odd. Did something odd happen? You said you did dream. What was it?
I was where we're heading. I was heading there. And
Like,
similar to the last vision I had, the last dream.
yeah. Would you say it was like some kind of? Where'd you say it takes place? In something called a. I don't remember.
It's a glowing white temple within the mountains north of the Blood Sands.
And that's where your dreams take you.
That's where they have taken me, and seem to be telling me to stop, as they did. They did before, but I don't.
Are you? Are you even sure that this place like exists in reality? It's not like a different plane, maybe. Like, have you ever been here
No,
before?
I've never left Platinum Hold before meeting you
Yeah, I didn't think so.
and meeting Room, but I don't think that this is him speaking to me anymore. I'm not sure.
If that's the case,
I think whatever's speaking to me is there.
what that whoever you like your like pact or something kind of more connects you to that place, and whoever is there now just like took over.
Whenever I've spoken to Room before, he had told me about how he was being held back and separated from his, as I said before, his brothers and sisters, the other beings from the ages past, and I wasn't sure where I was being sent or what I was being sent for, but I don't know.
But now the voices are like trying to tell you to not stop, but it seems different.
Well, they were before. Any time I've seen this place, it was telling me to stop.
But
But it
you
wasn't
think
Room's voice. He's different.
This time or the most recent times?
This time and before, whenever I'd been spoken to by Room, I was in his palace, I believe, or some place of his own, paintings on the walls. He was sipping wine, and we spoke. But these visions are more... they're different. And it doesn't seem as though he's the one who's directing them.
Depending on...
I want to find out what's going on, and apart from seeing things in my dreams, this is the only place that I know of, on this planet at least, that can get answers.
Okay.
Anybody else I've spoken to, or anything else that I know of this, is from ages past, the time of the dark, in fact.
Well, if you do not think that it is the same one speaking to you, then perhaps someone was with him, whether or not in trouble or just trying to contact you in some way.
I don't think it wants me to go there, but that just makes me want to do it more.
Yes.
And
yeah. Well, there are various reasons why.
help my friend. Before I met you, all of you, Room was the only one that I could turn to for friendship and guidance. And he allowed me to become the way I am, and I sort of just gesture openly to my body. I was a scrawny Goliath who was picked on, who could do no right, it seemed. I ruined my family name. I had to leave. My only other person who loved me was carried off and locked away for being a witch.
Well,
this is all I know, Floriana.
Yes. Well, I see. Well, I can try. Yeah. Okay.
This is why I asked all of you, or told you all, you don't need to come with me, but if it is something that you all believe is true in your heart, then maybe you'll want to.
No,
But only if you want to. Don't be
no,
forced.
I do want to help you, and I think everyone else seems to want to, or it's just fine with doing it because they don't, whatever.
I know that I say things sometimes that puts everyone else off, but I simply speak from my heart.
Yeah.
Too many people lie to themselves.
True. Very true. A solid look. Well, I guess Watch is probably gonna be ending soon.
Around the time you guys are wrapping up this conversation, the sun is rising at this point.
Yeah. I guess we can. Is there really much else we can explain based on what you got told? If you told everyone else that, I forget, if you told everyone else that the voices tell you to stop?
No, in fact, I didn't realize I was being told to stop before.
Oh. No,
But
visions are sometimes
it seems
confusing.
clear to me, but now, or it seems more clear to me now, I believe.
Let's see.
And it does answer some questions, even though it was very similar to the way what I saw before. But I will,
It might be best to explain. Once everyone's awake, it might be best to explain.
Yeah, I think that I'll...
Briefly.
Since I don't really want to do all that again, it's hard
Yes.
for me to think in my own
For
head.
the
to
sake of
speak solid.
brevity,
I think that I explain basically what I told to Floriana to everybody else when they wake up.
yeah, for the sake of brevity, once everyone wakes up, you just kind of like sit everyone down and just explain what you just basically said to Floriana.
Yeah.
So I hope you're all paying attention,
Well then.
because it is on the test.
It didn't say stop, don't come. Okay, test over.
I'm just gonna peek at Dom's notes. It's fine.
Mhm.
What? No, that's not how you spell that word.
Yeah.
R-H-E-U-M.
To be honest-
Oh, wait, there's an E-U, not U-E. You're right.
To be honest, I forgot about thinking about it, and I thought it was spelled like, like a room.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Like R-U or R-O-M. I think I'm...
Oh, I thought you meant rapid eye movement sleep. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah,
Not
no, the one which Dom did, the incorrect spelling that Dom did is like something you'd hear somewhere in the north. Here, we got you a room.
Got your
Yep.
room.
Yeah.
Got a room.
Got you a room for the. You want a room for the night? We got you a room.
So the
Like
people in the
trying
north
to
call
decipher shit
Scotland
off
the
of
North.
Scottish people Twitter.
I fucking love Scottish people.
So nothing
Yes.
happened throughout the night, right? That I
Yeah,
didn't
nothing
notice?
happened for the night minus that little bit that Valif had.
Okay.
I mean, we all know have skeletons inside of us.
Yes.
Yeah. We are.
All the time.
Very
We're
spooked
always
and-
surrounded by skeletons.
Yep. And as we travel, we hear this. So
I mean,
that
you could.
was.
I mean, you could say the skeleton was inside all of us all along.
Oh, spooky
Yep.
scary.
All right, so
Yeah, Delson, you were gonna say something.
Have you ever heard this voice before?
I've spoken to only once before with the saying the similar things, and what I thought was leading me there was showing me this place, this temple that I believe I'm heading towards. And what I thought before was a invitation, was a warning.
Mhm.
Yes.
But like I said,
The only,
I don't.
I guess
Mhm.
one last thing is, if it is extremely dangerous, are we prepared, or do we think we want to forgo it and come back later?
I think that I want answers. If there's something there that is too much for us, then we'll see when we get there.
Okay.
I'm willing to give myself over to whatever is happening. But I don't want to risk the rest of you. I care about you now.
Just be careful about which way you give yourself to it. Unfortunately, things are mysterious in this age, and if you don't even think that this voice that's talking to you now is your patron, then just
Yes, that's
be
why I'm
careful.
slightly worried, but
Yeah.
Mm.
It'd be hard too. Well, we're already going this way. There's no point stopping now.
we'll just have to be careful on the tips of our toes.
Indeed.
And hopefully a dragon doesn't attack us.
Yeah, hopefully.
And who knows? You're right. We may just die by being eaten by a dragon.
Oh, a lot of dark rumor indeed, aren't you?
Wouldn't that be anticlimactic?
It would be.
Very much in the dark.
right.
Oh.
So you finish your conversation. You get onto the cart and begin to make your way further towards the mountain range, which at this point is very far in the distance, but you can see it now.
Yeah, because we're like about at the top of the B in
Yeah,
Bloodstones, right?
yeah. You're roughly around there, yeah. So you would basically make it by just a little bit before, about an hour or two before nightfall.
Mm.
So, I need someone to make a perception check.
I'll use my stubby little dwarf eyes.
How long does it take to get into Platinum Hold, actually, from where we're at? Or, like, once we
We're
get
not
past-
going to Platinum.
I know, I'm
Hold,
just
we're
kinda
still-
curious.
Platinum Hold's entrance is up here. At least the eastern gate is up here.
Oh, yeah. Forget that this not...
And if you
It looks
can
more like an
see
entrance
from
is right
anywhere
there. Thank
Also,
Yeah.
you are aware about the fact that if we go anywhere near Platinum Hold, we will be put in jail.
We're banned. We're
That's
banned
only
from a lot of places, okay?
That's only you guys.
Oh,
You ever heard of guilt by association, mate?
yeah.
All right.
Let's.
So
You're an accomplice, not shenaniganery.
I have a feeling we're about to get jumped by skeletons.
Wouldn't
all
that
right.
just be anything with a
So
body
spooky.
skeleton in them?
So you begin to make your way towards the mountain range. After about 4 hours, Valif begins to become very familiar to you based on the visions that you've had, and you are able to sort of direct them to move a little bit more to the left and to the right. Eventually, after about 6 hours of travel, you see a structure far in the distance. Further half an hour passes. And eventually, you find yourselves in front of a sunken-in temple. The very top of the spire is pretty much the only thing that's visible. Valif, looking at it, this is unmistakably the same temple that you saw, but where the marble doors are, there appears to be no door.
Like no door at all, or it's just like pushed in?
No door at all. There's a bit of the temple that's jutting out itself.
Did you know the temple is buried? What's it buried in, like ground or sand?
It's a mixture of mud and sand looking at it.
Okay. Did you know it was buried?
I knew it was here.
Just not under all this.
This is as much as I've ever seen of it.
Oh.
In your vision, it was also sunken in.
Yeah, I assume so, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I can.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really explain it because I didn't really know, but it's that makes sense to me.
Well, your god showed you the way here, big man. Surely they know where the door is.
You said the top of the spire. Does it look like there's a way in from there, or is it?
How tall's the spire?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the question.
Yeah.
It is about, from where it actually hits it, from the bottom to the top, it is about 25 feet.
So we can see 25 feet of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just the spire and that's it. There is part of the actual, like, structure that's there. Like, if you to go by levels, where it's like, you got the spire level, then you got, like, the top floor, whatever, you can see most of what would be, like, the top floor of it. But, whereas in Val's vision, he saw a part of it had marble doors, there is just temple wall.
Is there any tracks or signs of life around here?
Make a survival check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna start a detect magic ritual so that I can look around.
All right, go ahead.
Could I get a hand from someone?
Pardon?
Someone.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Okay.
There we go.
What's your
what
survival
happened?
stat, by the way? What's your bonus on survival?
-2, but I'm doing it because it's my thing.
Yeah.
That's why I want advantage.
Yeah.
All right,
I am
5.
Hey.
I'm going to just ready a crossbow bolt.
I guess he found our tracks.
Yep.
Yeah, I just, like,
find, yeah,
Go
it's
in
like
a circle. I'm like,
yeah, you just
it looks like there was a cart with a horse and perhaps a donkey, and a very heavy short person. And
all right.
Yeah.
So
And look, a smashed bottle of Budweiser Light.
and it has Trotner's fingerprints on it. Incredibly good, but it's just us.
Exactly.
all right. Blum, you cast detect magic.
Mhm.
The entire temple hums with an arcane energy. But as you try and focus down on which particular area of magic it is, it keeps slipping through your grasp.
What type of magic? Can I detect the color for School of Magic or whatever?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
14.
Could be better.
You focus, and for a split second, you feel it switch to like somewhat akin to illusion, but then it slips away into something else, and it's essentially your spell is playing catch up with the magic that's used in this basically temple.
Right.
Like it's changing too quickly for your spell to get a full lock onto it.
The skull of the entire temple's magic shifting, but it could just be. I sense illusion. It literally could be an illusion magic to fool detection, maybe. I guess. I guess just be wary. But Lilith, can you help guide me to where the doors are, and we can see if we can detect something there more?
Yeah, I
closely?
assume we're just close enough to the door.
Well,
Because I was checking for tracks and stuff.
so again, the bit where the doors were in your vision, you don't see any doors. You just see like a big
no
temple
doors
wall.
at all.
Yeah,
oh,
you
there's
just see-
just like a wall. Okay,
just a big temple wall.
see when you said I assume there's still a doorway, but there was no doors.
No,
like
no,
it was
no.
just a hole. That's what I was imagining.
Yeah, well,
I see there's a
in
wall.
your vision, it was a hole that led to marble doors. Here, it's just a
Yeah,
temple wall.
I'll go up to that and then try to like
I'm-
inspect that and investigate it.
Yeah,
Forgive
I
me,
imagine it
totally
was.
got wrong.
I imagine it was a bare door. Like,
I'm just keeping a crossbow
All right.
loaded.
If that's the case, then, and I assume Florian is helping with this one, go ahead and make an investigation check, Valif.
I'll help Floriana since
Okay.
she asked to do that because she
Okay.
actually has better investigation. I assume.
I think about the same actually, because I don't have
No, you have plus
training in
2.
it.
That's a nat 20.
Or I'm getting that 20, so whatever.
Hey.
So you just kind
Hey.
of, so you press your hand against the wall, completely solid. You just begin to like just basically feel about, and then you feel a slight groove, which doesn't appear to be the case for the rest of the wall. And you check around on the groove, and it appears to be almost like a, not so much as a key, but a key, yeah, the thin key slot kind of deals. But it's much larger.
There's
I,
a groove here. It might be a key.
My hands are like in my sleeves as I walk around, and I'm just sort of watching for things.
Yeah.
And I pull out the waker.
It is glowing.
Right.
You see it
What is-
pulsating, just like
What is it he pulls out?
My sword that I just
Oh.
suddenly had one day. I didn't go get it. I just woke up and had a sword, and you guys.
Oh,
know
I did- I
questioned
didn't-
it.
yeah.
Oh, I did not know you just randomly had a sword randomly.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
pull it out, and you can see the blade is sort of pulsating, but the little white gem in the middle is bright.
That's just random curiosity. What kind of magic sign? It's like I'm just curious.
Yeah, you have detect magic up.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. Is it like
For
the
some
confusing mess
reason,
is-
for some reason, your spell can't read the magic in this blade.
Alright,
I'm
that's fine.
now
uh,
3
That is a
spooky.
little. That is a little grim. That's
Now-
helping to
now-
the same confusing mess as the temple itself was.
We're at SpookyCon 3. SpookyCon 3.
I
There are multiple skeletons.
mean, based
I-
on my
I'll-
spell,
Mhm.
Belief just is a curiosity. Based on my magic, your sword appears to not be magical. I guess
Oh, it
Despite
is.
it is definitely magical because it's doing stuff, but
I'll,
it doesn't look like it.
As it glows, I'll try to insert it into the big keyhole.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
So it's difficult to see because that is actually covered by this. That is the only bit that actually is illusionary. You just stab it in, and as the blade, as it goes up to the hilt, the blade dissipates,
Disappears.
and then you watch
Goes
as
back.
the wall from where you had sad the blade goes steadily blacker and blacker until eventually the entire slab is just a pitch onyx black. Then you watch as, almost like ash, it falls away. And in the middle of the ash, you can see the pulsating blade of your sword, the Waker.
In the ash.
Yeah.
I'm going. Pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up, and as you pick it up and lift it up, you actually see, not glowing, but, and now a dark black colour itself a set of doors. The exact same position as the doors that you saw in your vision.
How's the magic around your doors? Same mess, I can't tell.
They just appear to be normal.
Normal doors?
Yeah, normal doors.
I get the feeling I can't detect magic's gonna be pretty useless here. It's like either it's not magical or
It
it's
is,
like, so I just can't tell anything about it.
To be fair, detect magic is a case of it's either magical or it isn't.
I know. Yeah.
Well, is there anything different about the Waker? Like,
Outside the pulsating and the gem in the middle glowing? No.
yeah.
Is the magic different now? Does it look magical or doesn't look magical anymore?
It's the exact same as it was
basically
when
what
they
I was
stabbed it
asking.
in.
Yeah.
And so
It's
I,
It's the exact
Oh,
same as it was when you stabbed it in.
Mm-hmm. For some reason I thought it was different.
I'm going to look over to them, see
Mhm.
what's going on.
I assume you guys are nearby enough and watching what's going
Yep.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not just standing fucking around.
Yeah, he has a keyblade now, or at least it was one.
Yes. It is a
He's
keyblade. Haha. I like it.
Mm-hmm. I get the sense it reflects in character.
Yes, Delson?
Are you sure that this is what needs to be done?
Whatever needs to be done is in there. Are you all coming with me?
Can you see anything past the door again? or-
I'll before I say that, but then you say that, and I'll just hold the blade up to my eyes and try to look through it and cast see invisibility.
So you place the blade up to near your eyes and you cast a spell. Your eyes wince a bit as a pulsating light comes in. You watch as the marble doors seem to just vanish. Not even translucent, just completely vanish. It's almost as if everything that you can see becomes crystal clear for miles around in the temple. You see stairs going downwards. You watch as
And
they
does-
curve slightly,
Okay.
but in terms
Does
of...
everybody else see that? It's just through the blade.
Do you see if other people can see through the blade?
Well, like I sure I'll no, because it ends the spell.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, no. So you've got it basically held up against your eyes. So I mean, people can look like just about on the edges of the sword because it is
I need to
long
look
sword
at
length.
this spell, too.
Yep.
Forget how long it lasts. Let me look it up.
is that sword helping you look? Because you look kind of...
There's a staircase.
Hmm.
It'll last for an hour.
So
You
you watch
would-
as it curves down, and you do see a block up on the ceiling where it starts to go down.
Like something sticking out of the ceiling.
Yes.
Can I reach it?
No,
There's,
because
like,
you have to go
stairs,
into the
so-
temple
Okay.
to
I'll
see where the stairs are.
I mean,
I think at this point I just walk into the darkness.
Okay. So you walk into the darkness. Does everyone else follow?
following. I guess... Can we...
I'll follow at a safe distance.
Right. And as Valve walks in, you can see that the Waker is providing light.
It looks like other people are going to follow the leader.
All right. So you all make your way into this temple, ready for whatever may meet you there. And that's what we're going to call it good for this episode, this session.
Guys, I'm spin straight out.
We have reached the level of 5 spooky.
Welcome for dungeon crawling next time, guys.
Neat. I'm excited for this.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep, cliffhanger, but also as well because unfortunately it's a shorter session than normal, but it's like it's normal
No,
end time.
We got lots of shit done, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
I
Kind
actually
of friend, kind of.
yeah. When you guys walked past the REL soldiers, I was just there like, well, that was half an hour of prep there wasted.
What do you mean? Like, what was with them?
Oh no, it's just I had stuff planned in case you guys
Yeah,
talked to him.
as a DM, you like do a bunch of work, right? And then
Yeah.
sometimes the players might just fucking ignore it, and you're just like,
Yeah.
okay, well, there's a
Yeah,
whole page.
generally, I'm not really mad about it because it wasn't like major like story stuff. It would have just been like, like why are they here, etc. But it was there like, well, that's that prep done. Same thing with grub forts.
Did you? What do you mean? Like there was much more we could have done with them that we didn't do?
Well, it's Dungeons and Dragons. There's always much more you can do.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
At
whatever
least
you
we
want.
didn't
You
burn
do
a
whatever you want.
hobo.
Yeah, I know more than we could have done, but did you have more plans that we could have done instead of you had to like, oh crap, what do I have to do now?
Yeah, basically. I had 2 weeks to plan for this stuff, so.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually fully expecting the frickin' friend zone.
Yeah. I mean, you are a half elf. She is a pure-blooded elf. She is partway into her second century, and you will die like 7 times over before she does.
True.
Big sad.
But like it worked with Arwen and Aragorn. It could have worked.
It is a shame that
How many
Bliss
times do
didn't.
you think Arwen did that?
What do you mean?
It's a shame that
Like
Bliss
she
didn't.
could have had like other whatever other less
but
long-lived races.
The whole point of like the Numenorians was like they were blessed with long life. So Aragorn's like in his mid-80s in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. You're definitely right. But like
So he'd live for like a good.
they
few
can
hundred
live
years.
several thousand years as elves.
Yeah, true.
In Tolkien's history.
Yeah, not even D&D history is that like the only way you can live for thousands of years as an elf is if you were a druid.
Yeah.
And got that thing where it's like you age 1 year for every 10.
Yeah. Which just makes Keyleth the saddest character on the planet.
Yep.